Once again, guys, I am back with a new video. The entire advanced civilization materialized out of nowhere in the mysterious dungeon, where numerous unidentified monsters emerged to obliterate humankind. Individuals prepared to engage in combat were assuming the role of hunters. Every hunter was assigned a rank, ranging from S to E. The most formidable hunters were those with a rank of S, since their combined magical and physical prowess much outmatched that of any other. They were so closer to the front lines. For the most part, they could control and destroy them. The hunters had been at war with the monsters for 10 years. To control when and to what rank people would go hunt monsters, the hunters established guilds called Hunter Association. Additionally, there was an exam to determine who could become a hunter. Everything was moving smoothly. One day, a new dungeon appeared there. Sung Jinwoo, a hunter of the lowest rank, was heading there. Because he was Wick, the other hunters were concerned about him. By the way, a large group of hunters will accompany him. He won't travel alone. How is he going to survive when all he has to kill these monsters with is a little knife? That was a mystery. When his knife snapped, the creature struck him. He was cured by a female hunter using her powers, but she said that he was a terrible monster hunter. Then he noticed that every creature had been dispatched by the other hunters. Since their monster hunt was over, abruptly they discovered another dungeon inside the first one. They were terrified to go to the next dungeon, but they needed money, so they fearlessly went out to hunt new monsters without thinking. They discovered a massive door there, but it was empty save for a few sizable sculptures. Then they were unable to comprehend anything. There were simply big statues instead of monsters. The dungeon door abruptly closed. As one of them attempted to break free, a statue sprang to life and killed him. When they saw that, they were terrified. Another big statue charged forward, revealing its eyes. The flash of his eyes has wiped off one's hand. At that moment, one of them exits by using his speed power. Then, even though his legs were there, he wasn't. Next, they attempted to follow the guidelines. The statue's face lit up with a smile at them. What an awful expression, bro. The statue then stood up and approached them. Once they realized that anyone who dared to display bravery would be crushed between statue feet, they stopped there. One by one, the statues were killing them as they fled. Afterward, they stood in front of the statues, holding musical instruments. After a while, they came to life again, and then a pillar appeared in front of them. Jinwoo then declared that this was the final trial and offered an offering to the god. Their leader then moved forward, since he had led them there. After lighting one light, the three of them went on to light 3 more, and when they were all standing there, the altar needed to be turned on. When the dungeon door finally opened and the statue began to move toward them, they began to flee one by one in terror. He simply stayed there by himself. Jinwoo then requested that the leader take the girl from that location. When he tried to fight again, he was unsuccessful. The screen display in front of him abruptly halted. It stated to accept if you wish to be a player. He awakens in the hospital as soon as he accepts. Then he was visited by 2 men from Hunter Associations. It was reported that he was discovered unconscious outside the dungeon by the S-rank party. How he left there was beyond their comprehension. Then, because they believed he was unquestionably awakened, they examined his mana level. After noticing his extremely low mana level, they departed without taking anything. There was the screen display in front of him at all times, visible only to himself. After that, his sister visited him, but she was unable to see it either. After that, his sister departed. He was attempting to comprehend everything. In order to become a competent player, he must finish extensive training. Subsequently, the Hunter Association representatives notified the guild that he had not attained S level. The guild then instructed them to watch him closely. In the meantime, Miss Chahae-in, an associate S-rank hunter, was chosen to take part in the upcoming B-rank raid as an instructor. Then, out of nowhere, Dungeon emerged in the middle of the street. As he had not finished his training, he was assigned a penalty mission. The punishment mission was a complete disaster. A gigantic monster was released behind him in a desert. When the allotted time was up, he went back to his house and began doing his training very seriously. He utilized the points he earned to upgrade himself after finishing the training, which was a very nice thing. Then, he received a unique key that would allow him to teleport to the dungeon. His mother began to experience eternal slumber signs 6 years ago, and she ultimately went into a coma. Treatment costs money, therefore he realized he had to go get it. Check back later for more. Please subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell icon to get any updates.